Hi Stampers, this is Jackie Ross, your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Plano, Texas. And today this is the second video for our club projects for January. And it's using a stamp set and the stamp set Sure Do Love You and the framelits, which is Lots of Love box. This is actually a box. There'll be a second video, another video on this later. And then this is the card that I'm going to show you how to make. This is the Occasions catalog, the new spring catalog from Stampin' Up! And this is the suite that we are using, the stamp set. This is a gorgeous suite. The paper is just absolutely gorgeous. So, but for today I'm going to show you how to do this card. So let's go ahead and get started, and I'll give you some measurements and details. Just going to move the stamps out the way. This is going to be the card. So we're actually going to start with the wood textures paper, and I'm going to use the heart to cut out a heart. So I'm going to bring in my big shot here. I'm going to put this down. I'm going to put this on top, and then this is going to come on here, and I've lost the plate. Okay, here we go. And we're just going to run this through. Cut a heart. I just love the wood textures paper. Is actually in the annual catalog. It's just been one of those go-to papers for me, it seems, this year. So now we have our heart. The cardstock is Fresh Fig, which is one of our in colors. The measurements here, it is 7.5 by 5.5, and then it's scored at 4 1/4. So that when you fold it in half, you'll notice it's kind of like we've got an inch missing on the side. The next piece is going to be our vanilla cardstock, and this vanilla piece is a basic layer, so it is 5 1/4 inches by 4. And I'm going to use crumb cake, and then the stamp "You Are My Valentine Every Single Day." So here's my crumb cake ink. And I'm also bringing in a piece of paper. This is just a regular piece of computer paper. And I'm just going to slide a piece of paper under here so I don't make a mess. And I'm going to put the paper about 1 1/4 inches down from here. This technique is called masking. So basically, you put paper where you do not want your ink to go. So now I'm just going to stamp on the side here. Stamp, stamp. And turn it around, do this angle. So basically, we're going to come back and fill in these little empty spaces. So you can see when I stamped, I actually got ink on this paper here. So let's move this out of the way. So when I remove it, I've got a nice crisp line down there where my paper was. So that technique is called masking. Then I'm going to just ink this again in the crumb cake and stamp "You're My Valentine Every Single Day." Next, I'm going to bring in the Fresh Fig ink pad to match and coordinate with our Fresh Fig cardstock. Along with the small heart that says "Always." So that's going to come here. And then I'm going to adhere this with my snail to the inside of my card. And I think you can already see kind of what's probably going to happen with this card and how it's going to look on the front. So next I'm going to use the, I guess I call it, it's really a wreath heart. Ink that up again, and Fresh Fig, good and inked. Stamp that on the vanilla piece. The vanilla measurement for this is actually 3 inches by 5 1/4. And then I'm going to bring my heart back in, put a dimensional on the back. Oh, I don't know which side to use. I think we'll use this side. And you can see these framelits are perfectly designed to work with the stamp set on the inside. Isn't that perfect? Then also, I previously stamped and cut out with the banner framelit that's, oh, here. And with these framelits, this one, take off the dimensional. Sure do love you. I'm going to lay that onto my crumb cake, which is 5 1/4 by 3 inches. Now, I think I said this was 5 1/4 by 3 inches. This is actually 5 1/4 by 2 3/4. So most of the layers are, usually are an 1/8 inch or 1/4 inch smaller, so it gives you that nice 1/8 inch border of another color behind it. Then we're going to take this and put this on the front of our card. And then finish it off with a bow and glue dots. Okay, here's the glue dots. So glue dots, remember, you don't want to touch your glue dots because otherwise they end up getting yucky. And they become little snot dots. They look like little buggers. So just push your ribbon onto the dot and onto your stamp, onto your card. And really, you could see how fast that was. It's just a really pretty, fun, fast card. I wanted to show you also, this is the sheet. So if you would like a copy of this, you can email me at jackie.stamps@verizon.net. It has your dimensions, all your directions. If you'd like to purchase these products, you can go to my website, which is jackieross.stampinup.net. And then, oh, I know what I was going to show you. Inspiration for that card. I'm often asked, well, I'm not creative. How do you find your ideas? So this was a card that I did earlier with the half full stamp set that was in the winter catalogue, the holiday catalog, which is still available. And I just loved the fresh fig and the crumb and the textures together. So my inspiration for the card came from this card with the colors. And then, I don't know if you guys remember Glee. They also used to do mashups. They take 2 songs, mix them together, and they'd mash up and make a song. So this is kind of my stamping mashup. So I used the color scheme from this card with this card, which was one of the one of the cards that was at my Christmas card class back in November. And so you can see this is the fold that we use. So when you take this card, except that time we had used paper, when you take this card and you push them together, you get this one. So anyway, I wanted to show you that. This is another card done with that stamp set. This technique, I don't know if you can see if I bring it a little closer to the camera, the variated color. I'm going to be doing a video on this and I'm going to teach you how to do that. That's using your markers and glossy cardstock. So watch for the next video on that. And I'm also going to be doing a video with this same framelit set. Let me put that out of the way to show you how to make this cute little box and also the little note cards that go with it. So watch for those videos. Thank you again for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me at jackie.stamps@verizon.net, or you can visit my website if you would like to purchase purchase the products. Thank you. Bye-bye.